been 25 years and it all comes right back. This is my new book. It came out last year, The Human Line. And the first section of this book is poems about my mother, and my mother lived till 90. And during the time when she was ill and dying, I wrote a number of poems, and I know all of you who write poetry know about how wonderful it can be to have a way to be with the experience through writing. I'm so grateful to poetry once again during that time. And I wrote this poem right after she died. It's called Ritual. A curved bar of soap floated a child's boat in the basin of water as I touched her ruched lids, then washed her face, the smooth muzzle like the pale center of the faces of apes. I sponged her swollen ankles, their thin red veins, cracks in raku, the crease down her back, a seam drawn in dough. I washed under her arms, spare hairs hanging limp and colorless, lifted her slack breasts and soaked her belly, quilt of scars. Like setting the Passover table with matzah and maror, bitter herbs, like casting crumbs into the sea. This too had its precise commands, and I had done everything wrong. Too late I learned the purification of tahara requires windows be opened, the deceased lowered to a white sheet on straw, cleansed right side before left, then lifted, 24 quarts of water flowing over the crown and down the body, cascading in one continuous stream, rinsing away all sin. The shroud must be linen, hand sewn, no buttons, each tie twined with 4 knots, the head of each knot facing the heart. But how could my mother care? She spent her Sabbaths with the god of commerce, the god of feeding her children and sending them off to college. At precisely 9, she'd unlock the glass door, the phone coming to life, customers entering. Her hands were not yet smudged with newsprint. Her lipstick was still a clear, strong red. Greeting each by name, she'd bag cold 6-packs of Rolling Rock, a pint of Old Crow, pressing coins into their open palms, making sure to touch them.